Hey, it's me, one of the four hosts of Taking It Down, the podcast you may have never heard of. Just making a video here to let everyone know that each Tuesday we have the regular podcast about streaming and TV. We have a lot of options to cover over the course of the next few weeks, so stay tuned to the end. I want to hear your thoughts on some possibilities that are coming. Be sure to find us in your preferred podcast app. Not too hard. Taking It Down. Find us, subscribe or follow, rate us if you can, and if you want to leave a review, that's great. We think we're okay, but you could help us out a little bit. Episodes release each Tuesday, like I mentioned, very early in the morning across all podcast apps. You can hear us dissect what we thought about TV and movies if they're streaming. You'll agree, you'll disagree, it'll be fun. You can find that same audio on YouTube, same time, Tuesday morning. If you like your podcast to stream from YouTube, go to the Alabama Take. In fact, all of our podcasts appear there on the day of their release, so you have that option. If you like to have YouTube playing in the background at work, or if you like to have YouTube going after you get home, that's your option there. You can listen. We're changing Taking It Down's video release just slightly. Still going to be on Tuesday, but what we're doing is we're going to shift it to Tuesday afternoon at 5 p.m. We hope that makes for some good, sometimes silly after-work banter for you. Now, that YouTube video segment has completely different topics than the audio podcast. It's also much shorter. It's usually about 6 to 10 minutes. You can actually see how weird we are. It's where we tend to put the lighter side stuff. Of late, we've honestly just used it to talk a lot about the challenge battle for a new champion. We have a lot to say this week. So follow the audio wherever you like with podcast apps. Stream it straight from the site, thealabamaTake.com. That works perfectly well if you prefer. And subscribe to the Alabama Take on YouTube. Turn off notifications. That won't bother us at all. We release on the same day every week. By the way, what should we call the video podcasts segment? We still haven't come up with a name for it. Should we? What do you think? For Tuesday's upcoming episode, we should put us back on a weekly schedule with some breaks here and there. We have the opportunity to talk about 2 Marvel releases with Echo and Marvel's What If. Or we could give you what we see with that first episode of True Detective on HBO. Plus, there's that ending with this season of Fargo. We've covered it all the way through. We might put a period at the end of that sentence. Speaking of endings, Showtime's series The Curse came to a conclusion. I think we have to talk about it. Yeah, plenty to say. Plus, there's the movie that's dropped to streaming, Killers of the Flower Moon. That's Scorsese's most recent film. We're fans. Might have to put that one off for another week. That one might take more time to dissect and digest. So what are you watching? Hey, let us know. What do you want to hear from us? Comment wherever you watch this video. Let me know. Let us know. Give us a shout out. Go to thealabamaTake.com. Reply to any of the podcasts posts. That would be awesome. Plus, don't forget all the other podcasts with the Alabama Take. You got Taking on Sports. That's every Monday. Check Your Shelf has made its big return. We love to hear from Check Your Shelf about books. They're the best with the books. Perfect with the books. I don't know why I went Trump there for a minute. See, The Stare Down with Mallory. Very insightful female perspective on sports topics. Mallory tends to pick a couple of topics and really dig in. A little different from Taking on Sports. So subscribe to it. Alabama Slam continues its weekly run. Best in wrestling. I wouldn't listen to anyone else about wrestling. Super fans, Corey and Steven, and then Patrick, former indie wrestler. I mean, why would you listen to anyone else? And then, of course, we got We Are Star Wars. They do random topics on Star Wars. Could you have guessed? They drop episodes a couple times a month, usually. A little more sporadic, but lots of fun when we get to them. So thanks, everyone. If you can show support, please do. That would be great. Even if it's just like putting stars in your podcast app or leaving a review, or you can donate to the site. You can always do that. That's very helpful. Sites and podcasting hosting costs money. It won't go unnoticed with us. We're like a small business, but not really business. Small. DIY. That's what we are. You will not go unnoticed. We'll give you some shout outs in podcasts and things. Just let us know who you are. We'll talk to you every Tuesday.